Hello guys and welcome to another episode of this FIFA 16 career mode with Manchester United. In this episode we're going to be playing Sunderland, just looking ahead at the future fixtures there. Got a busy week, we've got 3 games in 1 week there, which is unusual. We'll have to split that up into 2 episodes though. Liverpool in the FA Cup final, which is very tasty. If you can hear any noise in the background, there's kids going up and down the street on scooters and whatnot, and it's setting the dog off. They do it all the time, so apologies for that. Hopefully that'll go away, but this is going to be a noisy episode and I've got to go out, so I've got to do it now. Just looking at the FA Cup, Chelsea have got another easy team. They've had Hull in the Capital One Cup and now they've got a championship side in Hull. Although they've just been promoted, they're still a championship team in this. So Chelsea have got yet another easy team in the FA Cup. They've had Bolton and Hull in the Capital One Cup. Not played any Premier League teams until the final, as per usual. And now they've got Hull in the FA Cup as well. Unbelievable. We've got Liverpool. Fair enough, we had Middlesbrough and Brighton before that, but they get Hull. They always get easy teams. Well, easier teams, non-Premier League teams, I should say. Hull have just been promoted again through the playoffs. Again 1-0. It was a very good goal from Diarmay though, so that's off to him. Unfortunate for Sheffield Wednesday. I would like them to see him back in the big time, the big leagues, the top tier. Jermaine Defoe there, he's the danger man. Just a crafty old veteran who can score goals. He could score goals if he was 82. I've said when we played them at Old Trafford he could score goals. I think he scored against us then as well. I think he scored against us at Old Trafford. Michael Carrick the captain again, resting a few players. Obviously we've got Chelsea next up, so I've got to rest some players for that. Kaz Reese looked good as well in previous games. O'Shea, obviously former United player. Not sure where West Brown's gone. Barini, the Liverpool reject. And as our team, I've kept Depay in there, put him behind Marshall again. Okay, just calling my dog, sorry. Shh. The kids are a right nuisance, nightmare. When it's nice weather, they're always out playing in front of our window, running up and down the street or going up and down on the scooter. It drives the poor dog mad, doesn't it? Eh? We're about to kick off against the Black Cats. We're in black. Shouldn't have said cats. Loki doesn't like that word either. My dog's name's Loki. I didn't name him, and it was before the Marvel films were popular, so he's now 7 years old, so it was before Loki made an appearance in films with Tom Hiddleston. So Black Cats, we're wearing all black. The Black Cats, is it going to be superstitious and be bad luck for us away at the Stadium of Light, which I thought I was going to score then, not enough power behind it, which is a name borrowed, shall we say, borrowed from Benfica. Benfica's ground is also called the Stadium of Light, and Sunderland took the name from there. I thought Sunderland were going to go ahead there. Jack Butland starts in goal in the Premier League. I think it's his first start in the Premier League for Manchester United. He's obviously played a lot of games for Stoke, and I was looking earlier, he's actually got 8 clean sheets and he's behind David De Gea. They're 1 and 2 in the clean sheets, so we've got the 2 goalkeepers with the best clean sheets record in the league. It's no wonder really we haven't conceded very many goals. But Jack Butland hasn't conceded any goals for Stoke as well by the looks of it. Well, many goals before we bought him in January. Well, last month. It's February at the moment, which is also my birthday month. My birthday is this month. I'm looking forward to playing Sporting Lisbon as well. The first Champions Cup knockout game is away in Lisbon against Sporting Lisbon, the Portuguese capital, which is of course where we bought Cristiano Ronaldo from as well, Sporting Lisbon. It's also the day before my birthday, which is quite interesting. So looking forward to that one. Hopefully get a manager of the month, because January last month we won every game. We played 6 games and we won every game in all competitions. So should have got manager of the month last month. Hopefully we can get it this month, because this is my birthday month and I'd like that, to be honest. I don't know what you have to do I said it in another episode, I don't know what you have to do to get manager of the month. Seems really difficult. I won manager of the season and I only won manager of the month once, so it's really, really weird. And in November I had a good month, other than the Carling Cup, and it's 1-0. Jermaine Defoe with a good strike beats Jack Butland. So United have conceded, but United have conceded again in the league. It's the first time in a long time that we've conceded in the Premier League. But it's not De Gea, it's Jack Butland that's conceded the goal. And Jermaine Defoe scores again. I don't know how he wasn't considered for the actual England team for the Euros. He's got a lot of experience. Maybe he can't play 4 times a week or whatever. 2 or 3 times a week. John O'Shea, Sunderland captain, former United player. That goal at Anfield against Liverpool was, I cheered that so loudly, it was unreal, in the pub as well. I must have been the only United fan there as well. It was above a pub because my friend's parents owned the pub, so we were upstairs watching it, the game. It wasn't in the pub itself. I must have been the only United fan around because it was silent downstairs in the pub itself. And there's just me cheering when it went in. I think this is the first time we've been a goal down. I think this is the first time we've been losing in the league. I'll have to try and come back from this. Try and keep our undefeated streak intact. Schneiderlin wins the ball back. Schneiderlin's getting some game time. I've not really used him that much. I'll have to start looking at players that I haven't played in the Premier League as well, because this is what, the 23rd game, I think. 22nd, 23rd game. So when we get to around 29, 30, I'm going to start looking at players that I haven't played, because we're quite out in front in terms of league position. We're top of the league and we've got a big gap, to be honest. I think it's 9 points at the moment, 9-point gap, which is incredible. So we could probably go on and win the league. It looks like we're in a very good position to go on and win the league. Januzaj just offside there. He's very close to the touchline as well. He gets out wide, which is good for away games. Well, it's good for any game really. Januzaj in the box. Oh no, oh, that's a penalty. It's a penalty. Probably a bit harsh. Januzaj went down under the challenge of John O'Shea. And John O'Shea gives his former team a penalty. I think that was very harsh actually. I think that was very, very harsh. Man United get yet another penalty, but Wayne Rooney's not on the pitch to take it, so step up Tony Martial, and Martial puts it away for, I believe, is his 6th or 7th goal of the season in the league. Memphis comes over to congratulate him, first person over to congratulate him. United fans up there in the top tier, celebrating away. Still raining. It's England in February though, so at least they've got that part of the game right. And there we are, United fans. They can't believe what they've seen. This United team are on a very, very hot streak at the moment. Yeah, 7th goal in the league. We haven't got that goal scorer that's banging 15-20 goals a season away yet. There's still quite a few games to play though. So hopefully, you know, Martial, Memphis, Rooney, they're all my top scorers. Gareth Bale's only played a few games for us so far. Literally 3 games in the Premier League, I think. I think if they play 5 games, they get a Premier League medal. So if we win the league, I want basically all my players to get a medal. Or as many as possible at least. That's half time. Man City are 1-0 up against Tottenham Hotspur as well. How come every other team, it'll say Sunderland, Manchester United, Man City, but with Tottenham Hotspur it just says Spurs? They're the only team that have gone by the nickname. We had very few shots in that as well. Sunderland were the better team in the half. I'm not sure why that is. Spurs are the only team that go by the nickname. Maybe the name's too long, I suppose, but it's really weird though, to be honest. I know Spurs is a lot shorter, but we're not called Red Devils. Devils is shorter than Man United. So we managed to equalise thanks to another penalty. I've got so many penalties this season. I'm not sure what Butland's doing out there. He hasn't convinced me, to be honest. I might be being overcritical of him, but he hasn't convinced me yet, to be honest. Is he giving a penalty to them? What's this? Won't be surprised if this is a penalty for Sunderland now. Oh, it's a free kick there. Wasn't even watching, to be honest. That's well held, Butland. See, you can catch it. On the side. Martial onto Lingard. Oh, that's a good tackle challenge from John O'Shea. Tackle or challenge, not both. Come on, keep it together. We'll have to try and go attacking or change the formation, bring some other players on to try and get a result here. We should be beating Sunderland. We played against Middlesbrough in the cup away. Then we played Newcastle in the league away, and now we're playing Sunderland in the league away. They're all North East teams, and we've played them away in the same week pretty much. In the span of like 10 days or so, we've played 3 North East clubs in the North East. That's really, what are the chances of that? It's really bizarre, that. Played three of the North East teams. What's next? Hull City away? No, it's not. It's Chelsea, isn't it? Chelsea away. We're playing a lot of away games again. When was our last home game? Was it Brighton? West Ham? Playing a lot of games away again. But we have got a good record away from home. And a good record overall, to be honest. We've only drawn 6 games. We haven't lost a game in the league yet. We haven't lost a game in the Champions League yet. I think we drew 2 or 3 games in the Champions League group stage though, as well. And then won the last 4 games in the group. FA Cup, we're obviously still unbeaten in that. We've beaten Brighton and Middlesbrough. We lost in the 4th round, I think, to Tottenham Hotspur in the Capital One Cup. And in the Capital One Cup now, the final is Man City versus Chelsea. So, obviously, Chelsea, I'd prefer to win that, not Man City. Because of reasons. Schneiderlin. He's actually winning me over a little bit, Schneiderlin, to be honest. He's very good on the ball, he's a very good player. We should have used him a lot more in the season. Well, Louis van Gaal should have used him in the season a lot more as well, I think. Him and Ander Herrera haven't played much. But then again, saying that, I'm doing the exact same thing, really. I'm playing other players instead of Herrera and Schneiderlin. I'm doing the exact same thing that Louis van Gaal's doing. Also Memphis, he fell out with him towards the end as well, I think. It certainly looked like he fell out with him towards the end. He wasn't even on the bench in the FA Cup final. He came to the pitch in his suit though. Making a substitution. And we're going to respond to that substitution with one of our own and bring Gareth Bale on for Adnan Januzaj. So this is, I believe, Gareth Bale's fourth or fifth appearance in the Premier League for Manchester United. He has played for Southampton and Tottenham, but since he's come back to the league, this is his fourth. As he joined us in January, Gareth Bale, I would have liked to have given him number 11, but as I've said, Januzaj is still at the club and he's got that number, and I didn't want to be changing it halfway through the season. Although usually I do like to change the numbers so they're not too silly. Sunderland fans trying to get behind their team. Is that a player? Or is he just come out of the crowd and started playing us now? What's he doing there? Getting a hot dog or something? Get on the pitch if you're a player. Jesus. He's just gone and had a break. Believe it or not, that was a shot from Valencia. Put him at right back. He's got his 5th game for United as well this season. Put him at right back. That was a shot. I tried to shoot, but it looked like it looked like a poor cross, to be honest, but it was actually a shot. I did press circle. It wasn't very good either way. It wasn't a very good cross or a very good shot. So it ended up being neither of the two. Januzaj's playing well there. Another good tackle. Other than giving away the penalty, but that was harsh, I thought. Seems to be getting a lot of penalties. It's like Liverpool a few seasons ago. Don't like that. That was a poor shot as well, Herrera. People just say we can win the league because of penalties and David De Gea, which is pretty. There won't be too wrong in saying that, I don't think. David De Gea and penalties have been a big part of this season for us. David De Gea's got pretty much every man of the match going so far. And we've had so many penalties, I can't even remember how many we've had. Wayne Rooney's got like 6 goals from penalties this season. Martial's just got another one. And Sunderland are actually threatening still here. They could go on and win this. Looks like it's going to fizzle out to a draw this game. The main throw comes off. I think Ndoye's a midfielder, so they're going for a more defensive, just to try and see the game out and get a point for Sunderland now. Obviously we're going to try and nick a goal, get the win, carry on right till the end, attack till the end, attack till the final whistle. Unlike Van Gaal. And Herrera gives it to Gareth Bale, who's not long come on. Gareth Bale sweeps it into the far corner. It's a good goal. What a time to get your first goal for Manchester United. Last minute. What a time to be scoring your first goal. Manchester United have surely got the 3 points now, scoring in the last minute like that. And Sunderland must be devastated because they have played so well. They're unlucky with the penalty and they've conceded in the last minute. Not sure what Januzaj was doing there. Looked like he was stretching, doing a yoga stretch. That's a knockout blow for Gareth Bale. First goal for United. Well done, Gareth Bale. Unbelievable. Last minute. Just stroked it past the defenders into that far corner. And that should be that. Memphis just sees it out. Yeah, final whistle. Don't even get time to respond. Manchester United win it in the last possible minute. Bastian Schweinsteiger goes past the captain's armband as Michael Carrick came off. Jack Butland. I hope they haven't given him man of the match, because it's really silly that they keep giving goalkeepers man of the match. Fair enough, they've made a few good saves, but I can't keep giving him man of the match every time. Mind you, I'm not sure who else I'd give it to. This morning he looked flipping knackered. Oh, the angle, the crossbar on the post, I forgot about that. That was a very good shot. It was unlucky there as well. That was early on at 0-0. That's the goal from Defoe, sending the Sunderland fans into uproar. United restart, and now this is penalty. We're not going to stand for that. We get back in the game thanks to another penalty. Manone dives the wrong way. Well, sort of dives, he more like collapses down. Collapses the wrong way, I should say. Looks very disappointed with himself. Very harsh penalty to give. And so Jack Butland saved. It looked like he was going wide anyway, but I don't think he was to know that. And the final goal, the winning goal, Gareth Bale. Look how many players that's gone through. Just rolls into the far corner. Nice curled shot. Finesse shot. Along the ground. Just rolls in. And breaks Sunderland's hearts 2-1. I think they were in 14th position as well, Sunderland. So yeah, I'll have a look at the stats. Sunderland 3 shots, United 5 shots. So we had more chances and they had more possession. And yeah, it just gave Jack Butland the man of the match. I don't know why really. Oh well. Our goalkeepers are doing well. Even though he's conceded a goal, apparently he's still worth man of the match. Manchester City ended up winning their game against Tottenham 2-1. I think that puts us, I think we're still, no. That's 12 points clear with a game in hand, isn't it? I think. Joe Paterson has joined the club from the youth academy, and I'm going to praise Manchester United for doing such a good job so far, because they are doing well, unbeaten in the league, 20 something games in. That's really good, and we've only conceded 7 goals I think in the Premier League now. Chelsea have got a game in hand, but we are 12 points clear. Costa top goal scorer, Rooney just behind Welbeck. Welbeck always does well in FIFA for Arsenal. Just gonna have a look at some of the players that I've got that haven't played a game in the Premier League yet. So Luke Shaw's played 23 games, that's more than anybody. Martial, Memphis and Blind just behind him. Jack Butland's played 21 games, but you know most of them will be for Stoke. De Gea's only played 19, Juan Mata's on 19. So Januzaj's got a medal. All these have got a medal. Valencia's got a medal. Fellaini's got a medal. Gareth Bale hasn't yet. He's only played his 4th game. All these need to get some playing time in before the end of the season. If we win the league before the last 5 games or so, then I'm just going to play the kids basically. Because I've somewhat failed the class of 92 that I was going for. With my academy graduates, I wanted to play them, but I know it's not. I thought that was the end of the episode then. Sorry for that. Bit of a premature goodbye there. Nevertheless, there's still a bit more to this video. David De Gea discussed his wages. Yeah, absolutely. Just give him what he wants. He's deserved it. And we managed to come from behind. First time we were behind this season in the league, and we've managed to come from behind and beat Sunderland this episode, which is all good. He wants 180,000. He's still going to be a crucial player. At the moment he's got 3 years. He wants an extra year to that, so 4 years. So that's good for us as well. We're going to keep David De Gea for as long as possible. I know he stays at 87 OVR and he should be better than that, but we're going to keep David De Gea for as long as possible. Jack Butland's going to deputise. So this is the end of the episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching and take care. Goodbye.